Neil. I'm from Supreme Legacy Crew, and I'm from France. I'm actually now here to give you some tips in a lesson on a element that I call body belt matrix, which is done to develop your creativity and stability within handstands. Help you to avoid crashes. Other elements is how you can use your momentum while going out of your balance to go back in your balance while keeping a handstand. And last element is developing your creativity within freezes and also handstands. Basically, the reason why I really like this matrix, body belt matrix, first thing is because it gives me a lot of sight and possibility according to how I can create freezes in strange shape and create new signature with it. Other elements is that I have a level of control that enables me to actually be musical and to stop and go whenever I want on my hands. And last element is how I can also be able to suspend or keep some strange freezes during long amount of times. Basically, the difficulties is how you can manage to have your body consciousness. To make it simple, if I stay here and I put my weight here, I will fall. So I understand that while being on my feet, if I want to stay stable, I need to oppose my hips and my upper chest. Same thing on handstand. If you're able to develop your consciousness with this, which is the first difficulty, you will go to the next level according to this. Now, the other difficulty is how you can deal with your weights. And this, it will be like using the momentum and direction with your legs. Basically, if I do a freeze and I stop the freeze in space like this, I will need to carry my weight. But if I think to give a little extension within my legs during my handstands, I will actually be more lighter because there will be an intention and a body mechanic creating little momentum and little lightness on some direction. And actually the freezes are way more pretty like this because they're still alive. And you can go to shapes, to other shapes while doing this. The requirements for the body belt matrix is just handstand. For this technique, you have no equipment required. However, you can use this t-shirt, it will definitely help you. Okay, the body belt matrix is just a mechanic of understanding the opposition of your volumes, so hips and rib cage, and having this consciousness of weight. For example, if I go right with my rib cage, I will go left with my hips, front with my hips, back with my rib cage. And from this, you create position. Now is how you can use this technique, not in a mental way, but in your sensation. You have the feedback from your body, so you don't need to think, and you just follow the sensation. So as you can maintain your handstand while you're exploring all those freezes. So first step will be to basically use a wall and see how you can put pressure from the wall and go back and forth and find the stability. From this, if you feel enoughly comfortable, you can go in the handstand. What I do usually is I split my legs, whether side or whether back in front. So I actually spread my weight in not only one point, but in a more large space, so my stability will be bigger. So first step is handstand with leg split. First split, side split. And come back. So this is the first version. If ever you feel more comfortable by splitting back and front, you can try it. It will be basically like this. And come back. For those who has this habit to arch their back during the handstand like this, just try to keep the focus on having this position. Now from this position, you're going to isolate your core and go in handstand. So when I put back my arms like this, I keep my core in this position. So I avoid this nice crack. Up, Okay, so other step will be how you can put intention within your wrists and play with the extension and flexion of your wrists. Basically, this will give you stability. So if you feel that you're falling towards the wall over there, you know that you will need to push. And if ever you have too much weight on this side, you will do flexion. I push here, I restabilize, I bend a bit. You're gonna see also that your arms might move a bit between bending sometimes when you go too far here, and extending. So naturally, from this motion, you will have little adaptations with your forearms. Okay, so basically next step is while you're in your handstands, how you can have consciousness of your scapulars. First movement is to go side to side, and afterward try to feel comfortable to go front and back. Just going to start side to side. Simply like this. You can also do little, see how far you can go on one arm. Like if I go far on the side, I will basically be almost in one arm handstands. So this is the first thing. Now, second thing, while you feel comfortable on the side, try to see how it feels you go front and back, and also if you create circles. Then circles. And come back. Now that we have all those elements, we can add the leg, and we're gonna get close to the body belt matrix. Now is about how you can position your leg in the space, close to the floor, side, or up, or even behind. And you're gonna see that naturally, the fact that you've been exploring this in your scapulars gonna give you enough wideness so you can make a knock position with your legs. I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, I'm here. So from here, if I go on this side, I know I will give an opposition here. Other side. Then low. High. Back. Side. Then come back. So this is how it works. Now we were focusing more on maintaining the position. The thing that's going to be interesting is now creating momentum within your legs and shapes. And therefore, you will be even more lightful. The way that you can feel comfortable while giving direction with your legs is by simply bending your legs and keeping your weight on the same point. Still, you will be able to have motion, but you will feel way more light. For example, from this position, if I want to go on the side, it'll be easier if I bend my legs. Same thing on the other side. If I'm going down, also, not stretched too much, but still a bit bent. This will help you. So, other element that will help you, basically, don't try to keep your balance. It's interesting that you allowed yourself to fall and that you see your handstand as a lost a balance that's going to be extended to time. Basically, the torsion that we did, I'm not going to feel it as a position, but as a walk in. So, for example, if I do directly right side torsions and I fall, okay, this is it. Now, I'm going to keep the intention of my legs and continue to push. And when you're going to push with your legs, what you're going to create is curves inside or outside. So basically, if I do just this, and now I'm gonna try to give a direction with my right leg, oppose with my left leg, so I can be stable and also continue the intention in the movement. Let's try. And I'm gonna fall. Now another shape. You see that I've been going inner rotation, out. Now, if I go out to in with my right leg, and I'm gonna let myself fall, but keep the intention. I'm falling, just falling, but I'm keeping it. Then, during this, you're gonna understand that you don't need to use your core in a way that's very straight. You just need to launch a flow and to follow the flow. And from this, you will feel way more light. Now, after mastering this, you will see that you can give a direction, a curve, and you can go in an 8 and continue. For example, and I'm just doing curves like this. Now I can do the same and play with cross legs, so have other architectures that could be also interesting. And while playing with cross legs, I can play going down or up. For example, if I go down, cross, up. Let's go. Okay everybody, so this was basically the body build matrix. As you saw, we use it more in the handstand, but you can use this in elbow stands and elbow. You can use this concept also on freezes like scorpion, like chairs, or headstands. So it's just related to creativity. And I would like to do a big thanks to Spin Control to inviting me and giving you the information. Shout out, peace.